So this is a quick demonstration of my final year project. I created an app called Communica, and this app is essentially used for creating and using alternative communication boards. When the user downloads the application, they're greeted with this screen, which contains a list of the boards available to them. And then shipped with the application, we have two default boards. So we have the English default board and the Maltese default board. And essentially these boards just contain enough vocabulary as a start to get a person through their day-to-day activities. In addition to that, we have the option to switch languages. So if you want to use this application in Maltese, you can switch to Maltese, and then all options and actions are available in Maltese. But for the purpose of demonstration, I'll stick to English. So this is what the English default board looks like. As you can see, it contains all the vocabulary necessary to get a person through their day-to-day activities. It has what we call speech items, which are these tiles that you can see in front of you, and these are associated with pieces of vocabulary. And then in addition to that, we have folders. As you can see, there's the school folder, feelings folder, people folder. And these are just, if you were to open them, they contain more speech items. And this sort of nested logic allows you to create very large boards because you can have a bunch of folders, and inside folders can be even more folders. So this is the screen that a user would use, someone with communication difficulties, when they want to speak. So let's say they want to express to the person next to them that they don't like what's happening. They can say,
don't like.
And from there, they can speak it again.
Don't like.
Or they could delete it, and let's say they don't want something.
Want. Don't want.
Or they can clear the whole sentence. So this is basically the extent of the usage screen. So you would just have all these items, and then when you want to speak, you would select the relevant vocabulary and speak it. In addition to the usage screen, we also have the ability to edit and create new boards. So let's create a new board, and we'll see what it looks like in Maltese. So this we can call Maltese test. And we'll choose a large tile size. We will choose the language as Maltese, and we'll have the board in a Maltese female voice. And if we create that board, then you can see it's here in our list of boards, and we can click edit. So this screen would be used by learning support educators, administrators, or speech therapists who are in charge of making sure that the board is relevant to the student. So if we were to add a new vocabulary item, we can click this plus over here, and we can choose to either add a speech item, which is the vocabulary, or we can choose a folder, which is just something that holds more vocabulary. So let's create a speech item, and we can have a Maltese word such as good morning, which is bonjour. From here, we can either choose to generate the speech using AI, or we can record it ourselves. So if we change to record it and we click this button over here, we can see that you can do a voice recording of the vocabulary. But for now, we'll use the generated AI speech. And in addition to that, you can change the photo of the item. This pulls from all the local storage on the phone. So this will be everything in the user's gallery they can select. We'll choose this item for now. Yes, we'll choose this. And click save. Also, we can click the background color of the tile. So we have the Fitzgerald color key, which is a AAC color standard, or we have all of these other color options. Let's choose green, press save, and then when we click create, the AI speech is generated in the background. So now if we were to click on this tile, we can see what it sounds like.
Bonjour.
As you can hear,
Bonjour.
it's got the correct pronunciation and uses the correct Maltese pronunciation. Let's create another word just to show you what it looks like. So let's say the Maltese word for yes. We click create. As you can see, it's generated, and we can play it back.
Eva.
I'll show you what it's like to make a folder as well. So you can click folder, create that. Oh, we have to put a name. So we'll just say test. And now we can open up this folder, and inside the folder, we can just put more vocabulary. And then to navigate back to the home, we can use the navigation panel on the right. So we click back, and now we're back in the home screen. You can also move around tiles to customize what the board looks like. So let's say we want bonjour over here, we can move it, and that's it. In addition to this whole idea of creating tiles and items, you also have some settings that are associated with the board. So we have a board photo, then this is the photo that's showing on the list of boards on the home screen. And also we have a board theme color, so we can change it, let's say yellow. And there's also this notion of a passcode. So in order to stop a student from getting to a page that you don't want them to be, you can press this and you can create a passcode so that when they want to leave the board, they have to enter a passcode, and this secures it. So let's save changes. As you can see, the theme color of the board is changed. So let's exit that. And essentially, that's the main functionality of the application. You have this whole notion of using a board, and then this notion of creating/editing a board. In addition to that, we have a bunch of other features, such as importing boards, sharing boards, copying boards, and then deleting boards. So in summary, this is a fully fledged AAC application that allows users to speak in Maltese and English.